Shalom, 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 shalom all. Yes, Brother Black here again. And the regular, Brother Black just have a thing about walking through scriptures and highlighting things that we need to look at. Things we have to pay attention to in order to make the changes we have to make to get right. It's a very, very serious thing. So, we always have to keep looking and keep digging and searching within ourselves, because the ones who learn, the ones who study, will always have to continuously improve, because the deeper we go, more things we will see, more work we have to put in to correct ourselves. So today's topic, we'll take a look at the world and the love we have for it, right? Because he tells us, love not the world. But we are so strongly tied onto the system of the world that the errors that will come with it, the things that come with it that are not good at all, problem according to the ways of the Lord. We find comfort, we find safety. We will keep going back over and over and repeating the same mistakes over and over because of the love for the world and the weakness of the flesh. So we'll go through some scriptures today and just take a little normal thing, look inside of this problem we have, loving the wealth, the lifestyle, the partying, the liming, all things that are attached that the world make us feel that it's okay, we can still do all these things and still find favor with the Spirit of God. Yeah. So we'll go into it. Let's go into it. We'll go by Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon. Right, it's already on the screen. Wisdom of Solomon. We started chapter 5. We'll jump into the 7th verse. Yeah, it is already lighted up here. Right. Yeah, let's go in and let's take a little walk through and let's get some understanding. Let's hope, or I hope, we embrace, we recognize, we apply, we learn, and we make the changes that will be tied to JEHOVAH, which will give us a chance to be able to inherit that kingdom, to have eternal life. So let's roll in. Let's see what's happening today, right? So we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way. But as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. So we start here, right? Why? Because this is exactly what it is. We born into this world, we tie to the things of the world, right? We learn this from the systems that are set according to people that live according to the world. And we grow and we believe that these things will please or be pleasing unto God. This is only our beliefs. So we are trapped. We are trapped within this bondage of our own mind. Then from there it goes to taking good for evil and evil for good. Because the things that the Most High will say no to, we say they have no problem. He's a forgiving God. Right? So that's there shows right from starts. Things don't look good for us because our lack of knowledge puts us in a bad position. So we're going by John. Should have the screen open a little more to show the verses properly, but we'll go through. We're going by John chapter 3, right, verse 19. And 20. Let's open it up. See if I can get this a little bigger. Okay. Let's go. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world. A man loveth darkness rather than light, because their deeds are evil. So we see what's happening here. All right, so 19. We go to 20. For everyone that doeth evil hated the light, neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved. So from there, we are going to go back into Wisdom of Solomon. So we know we have work to put in from start. Can't escape it. We have work to put in because we hold on to the things that have been fed to us and we believe in it so strong. Even though the truth has been presented to us, our daily movements, we still find ourselves locked on to things that the world will give us. Oh, sorry, I'm going by Solomon. We still find ourselves falling victim and being guilty of so much of the things that we live by each day because we are still in that trap. So we have to now continuously go through scripture and become numb in the ways. Let the ways of the Lord rest on us and become numb with it, which means it will not come out from us at all, or not shift or move from our thoughts, our ways, our going and coming become seasoned, that we can separate ourselves from the system and the ways of the world, that we can be seen by the Spirit of God, and He will move with us continuously, feeding us with knowledge and understanding. So we're going back by Solomon. Solomon 5. Going back by Solomon chapter 5, and we're going by verse 6, and we drop into 8 and 9. So we started by 6, drop in, and we'll jump to 8 and 9. Therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness has not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. What has pride profit us? We're down to 8 here. Or what good has riches with our vaulting brought us? So we are starting to go in. We are starting, I just walk into it. As we go in, we get deeper. As we go in, we get deeper. We get more understanding as we go in. So here we can see where it starts out showing us that our pride is a big problem. Our pride, and from there we'll tie ourselves also, or we'll work towards receiving or having the riches of the world. Now, the riches of the world is, we can see it from a wide range, because we'll seek wealth because of the things we now want to tie to ourselves. We want the fame, right? We want the fame. We want men to look up on us and worship us because of the things that we have achieved. We want to tie ourselves to all the material things there that their wealth and the riches will bring. Nice cars, big house, boats, gets involved in nightlife, different partying, liming, drinking, you name it, and they just keep moving from one to the next, and we'll just keep getting stronger and stronger with it, because we start with the riches and the wealth to tie ourselves to all the other, I would say, vices that are there that will separate us and keep us separated from the Spirit of God. So we're going by Second Timothy, right, chapter 3, and we'll by verse 2 to 5. Let's go in. So we're going in, and this is again, we can't escape it. We can't. This is us. For men shall be lovers of their own selves. We want all the fame, the glory. For the females, they add on body parts. They figure that they have the look. Their body is it. They camouflage themselves with their makeup to try to make themselves believe in making themselves better. Caught up in the traps of the world, because we are the lovers of the world and what the world gives, not separating. So let's go in again. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, incontinence, fierce, despisers of those that do good, right? Traitors, adheres, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. So we have some warning here. From such turn away. Right? So turn away. So from there we're going to go by Psalms 119. Psalms 119. All of these are stuff that we inherit from the world. All of these here. Right? In 2 Timothy 3. We inherit this from the world because we attach ourselves to the world. When you do, well, these are the things that come with it. You have no escape in it. So we're going by Psalms. One 19. Verse 21. Thou hast rebuked the proud, the accursed, which do err from the commandments. Take a pause here. Take a pause here. Okay, we're moving. Yeah, had a little time to meditate on it there, right? The proud that they accuse. He rebuked the proud, they are cursed. But yet we look at them and we tell ourselves, because we are in flesh and the world is our driver, hey, these guys have it going on. But here he's saying that they are cursed. So let's go by Proverbs 16. Go by 5 first. Right, Proverbs 16, chapter 16, verse 5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination unto the Lord. So we see the problem here. But yet we look up at these people. To hand joined in hand, he shall not be unpunished. We're going to drop down to 19. 19 verse 19. Yes. Better it is to be of an humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoils with the proud. And that is what we're here doing. We bouncing glasses, finding out what are their secrets. We're getting into business with them. We're doing what is necessary to be able to tie ourselves to the things that they use. Things that they use to be worshipped by man because of the material things they possess, the spoils they have within their reach. We'll go by 1 Samuel. Lovers of the world, we have to pay attention to it to see where we stand with this, because we know the outcome is not good. No way to work around it. It is not good at all. 1 Samuel, we go like 15. 19 verse 19th verse. Therefore then didst thou not obey the voice of the Lord, but didst fly upon the spoils. Yeah, you see what's going on here? From the time we reach an age where we can go out there and receive that dollar, or even before that, when we suddenly get pulled in even deeper in the world, and we'll see the things that people around us tie themselves to. And now our desire is to have those things. We need them because we want the look that they have. You know, we seen it and believing that they are so happy and, you know, life is treating them good. So from an early age, we are then locked on. You know, we want to fly upon these spoils. And it is evil in the sight of the Lord, because we will do anything possible. We'll do anything possible. I'll say it again. We will do anything possible, male, female. We will go deeper and deeper and deeper in evil to be able to have the spoils of this world. We'll continue moving. We continue moving. We stay in Samuel. We're going by 30:16. Jump into it. And when he had brought him down, behold, they were spread abroad upon all the earth, eating and drinking and dancing. Yep. We start over. And when he had brought him down, behold, they were spread abroad upon all the earth, eating and drinking and dancing, because of all the great spoils that they had taken out of the land of the Philistine and out of the land of Judah. So this is us here today. He placed us here to put in work so we'll be renewed. Put in work and bring change. To put in work and have the corrections done so that we can make it back to Him the way we're supposed to be. You know what we do? We join into what we meet here. We tie ourselves to the world. We collect the spoils of the world. And we go and have a time drinking, dancing, learning of all the evil that is here, and not doing what is required of us, not doing what we are set here to work on, to recognize, to fix, to remove, to gain strength, to tie ourselves to the Spirit of God, to tie ourselves to Christ, that the doors that were closed behind us may be opened once again, that we can enter into the kingdom and have eternal life. That part there, the eternal life part, we put that on a back shelf and we celebrate any and everything. We find any and every reason to party, to wine and dine and have a good time. We work towards wealth and riches and not towards the knowledge of the Most High. We work towards the power on the earth and not to receive the rewards that we will gain in the heaven. The wealth of heaven, the riches of heaven, no longer become important to us, because the now, what we do now, how we look now, how we feel now, what we can be and who we can be now becomes important. We go in again. Let's go by Job. Go by Job 15, chapter 15, verse 16. Let's get into it. How much more abominable and filthy is man, which drinketh iniquity like water. Meditate on it. Meditate on it. Yeah. We're moving. Think about it. Every day. Every day, every day, every day. We just pile it up, pile it up, pile it up, pile it up, pile it up. And we are proud with it. Proud, 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 proud. And we just keep piling it and keep piling it and get more proud and more proud. Not recognizing we work hard and buy a first class ticket to hell. Think about it. We work our whole lives building, gaining wealth. We tie everything to ourselves that make us feel good according to the flesh. And we purchase first class tickets. Some of us, one is not enough because we feel we always have to have a backup in case anything. So we purchase tickets to hell. Micah 3, chapter 3, verse 11. The heads therefore judge it for reward, and the priests therefore teach it for hire, and the prophets therefore divine some money. Yet will they lean upon the Lord and say, Is not the Lord among us? None evil can come upon us. So even the ones who claim that we are here to work or do the works for the Father, to bring the people who are lacking of knowledge, give them some direction that they can know what is their purpose, what is their reason, what is required of them while they're here. Even those guys join in and they tie up payments, they tie money. Some others they tie their payment will be the women that come with their problems. They have to pay them according to their desires at the time. Every evil way to receive gain, claiming that they are feeding the people with the words from the Father. But they're doing it for their gain one way or the next. Again, trapped in the world, systems of the world, the rewards of the world, the profits of the world, profits in terms of gaining, physical gaining, cash, the rewards. Yeah. So any angle we look at, anyone who is tied to the system of the world, flesh leads them. They are so far from the ways of the Father, blind to the distances that they are away from the ways of the Father. The walk that we have to walk in order to inherit our eternal life, we are not even on the track that is going to lead us to the gate, from how to get to the gates, to be able to be servants unto the works of the Father, of the Spirit of God. We're going through it slow because it is a serious thing, something we totally overlook, because it becomes the norm. Yes, we can work and we can have things, but what comes first? What is the driver behind everything we do? What is the system that we follow each day while we live to gain the rewards of our labor? Who or what leads us? Who we tie ourselves to? These are the questions we need to ask, because we can have, but is a driver behind what we gain is the problem. That is the problem. So we are moving from Micah, we're going by 1 Timothy. Chapter 6, and we'll go to verse 9. We'll do 9 and 10. But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, and unto many foolish and hateful lusts, which down men in destruction and perdition. We'll go by 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil. For the love of money is the root of all evil. Let's go. We'll move on. We'll move on. We'll move from here. We'll move on. Yeah, we'll move on. Matthew 19. Matthew chapter 19, verse 23. Then said Jesus unto his disciples, Verily I say unto you, that a rich man shall hardly enter into the kingdom of heaven. Let's go by Psalms. Let's knock on Psalms door a little bit here. See what he's going to tell us. Let's go by Psalms. Psalms 52. And we're going to verse 6 and 7. Let's open them up. The righteous also shall see and fear, and shall laugh at him. The ones who have the knowledge of the Spirit of God, of JEHOVAH, Christ, the ones who have that knowledge and that have been fed by that Spirit of wisdom, and come into the understanding, the full understanding of the truth, that they can separate themselves from the things of the world, separate themselves from the lust of the flesh, separate themselves that they will not lust over the material things and the things that they see with their eyes as they move through this land from one end to the other. These righteous will laugh. They will laugh at the ones who are lacking of knowledge because of our foolish mind, because of our vain desires, because we become empty vessels and we leave room to fill with uncleanness, or to be filled with uncleanness, tying ourselves to all the evil that we, with our blind understanding, hold on to because we believe it makes us feel good. But the righteous, they know and experience the ways of the Lord. So they know what it feels like to be alive, to be amongst the living. Because everyone that is tied to the world and live according to the ways of the flesh is dead. So we will try to use anything that we can, that the world have to offer, to get just that one bit of the feeling of being alive. It become a drug that we keep taking and going deeper and going deeper and going deeper, trying to get that feeling of living. And most of us, if not all, don't have a clue what we are looking for, what we are feeling for, but we continue digging ourselves deeper, moving further away from the Spirit of God. And all we need to do is to get right and enjoy the benefits of it. We're going again, we're going by Psalms 62:10. Verse 10. Open up. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. Because what we do, as we receive more, as we gain more, we go in deeper. Same system, we go in deeper, we get stronger, we want more of this, more of that, apply more, meet more, know more, gain more, just more, And we are not stopping to realize that we are moving further and further and further from the system that we're supposed to be living by, learning and understanding to bring change and to have our defense, our shield, our helmet, our breastplate to use against these things that the world will try to cut us down, trap us, take us out. Because we love the world, but the world don't love us. Look at it this way. The Spirit of God, He have put it there and said, hey, I love them that loves me. What the world have to offer? Okay. Okay, we're going by 2 Chronicles. Chapter 1, verse 11. Read 11 and 12. And God said to Solomon, because this was in thy heart, and thou hast not asked riches, wealth, or honor, nor the life of thy enemies, neither he has asked long life, but has asked wisdom and knowledge for thyself, that thou mayest judge my people, over whom I have made thee king. 12. Light it up here. Wisdom and knowledge is granted unto thee, and I will give thee riches and wealth and honor, such as none of the kings have had that have been before thee, neither shall they any after thee like the kind. So what is happening here? You see the benefits that will come with knowledge when you work towards having the knowledge of the Spirit of God, when you work towards being that reflection of Him, being joined, when you work towards doing what is required, the benefits that come with it, even while we are here, blow mind. But you have a different set differently for all. Some will receive it one way, some receive it in another way. But the foundation of it, yes, yeah, it is unexplainable. Have no words that you can use to describe the way we feel when that Spirit is working with us and that knowledge is moving through us. It have no words we can use. Let's keep rolling. Ecclesiastes 5:10. Chapter 5. Oh, sorry, I got my 10. Chapter 5, verse 10. He that loveth silver shall not be satisfied with silver, nor be that loveth abundance with increase. Right, nor he that loveth abundance with increase. This is also vanity. So we touched on it earlier on. We're seeing it here again, right? Because you will receive and you still wouldn't be satisfied. You're going to want more. You're going to want more. And you're going to want more. You can't be filled because evil don't ever be satisfied. Flesh don't ever be satisfied. When you have the lack of knowledge, when you are cursed with an empty head, everything is not enough. Not enough. Let's go. We're jumping down to 15. We are dropping down to 15. Same place, we're going down to 15. Right? So, as he come forth of his mother's womb, naked shall he return to go as he came, and shall take nothing of his labor, which he may carry away in his hands. So all the work we will put in to gain these wealth and riches and material stuff and just try to be on top the ranking stairs. I'll put it like that. So we have levels going up. We want to be the man on top there, hold the chest up high and saying, look at the things I accomplish. Everyone wants to know me. We can't go anywhere with it. So all of that still is in vain. And you know what? After we do all of this, we have no knowledge of the Creator. We are still, or we are in a worse position than we was when we were dropped here. Because he warned us, when I bring you to the land, you don't tie yourselves to the ways of the land. You do what is required of you, and you move continuously forward, because you're here to be tried, to be tested, to be proven, and for the ones that take, to be humbled. Yeah. Let's go. Psalms 39. Sixth verse. Into it. Surely every man walketh in a vain show. Surely they are disquieted in vain. He harpeth of riches, and knoweth not whom shall gather them. Okay, so we see here all the work we will put in, we can't go anywhere with it. Somebody is going to reap the rewards of our labor. But if we work towards knowledge, total different ball game. Total different ball game. Let's go by Luke. (18) 22-23. Now when Jesus heard these things, he said unto him, Ye lackest thou one thing. Sell all that thou hast, and distribute unto the poor, and thou shalt have treasures in heaven, and come follow me. So we get in a little more pushed a different direction here. But here was the problem. And when he heard this, he was very sorrowful. Why? Because now we cannot separate, he can't let go the things that the world provide him, that can put him on a level that he feel he is the man. So he was sorrowful, for he was very rich. He was very rich. But his wealth was his God. His riches, his material things was his God. So have no way he want to separate himself. The truth, the ways of the Spirit of God, not important to him. Let's move on. We're going by Proverbs 11. Yeah. No, Brother Black like to touch on these little touchy topics that we are lost to so much different things. We fall victim to so much evil. We are so deep in the ways of the flesh that we cannot recognize, separate the good from evil. As it said in the beginning there, we love darkness. We find comfort in it. Psalms 11 verse 4. Riches profit not in the days of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. We're going to drop down to verse 28. He that trusted in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. Going by wisdom of Solomon to get a little more on this. Wisdom of Solomon 4, chapter 4, verse 5. The imperfect branches shall be broken off, their fruits unprofitable, not ripe to eat, yea, meat for nothing. So we connect those there and we understand what's happening, right? If once the Spirit of God cannot use you to do His works, you're a branch that need to be broken off. You trust in riches and not tie the knowledge of the Creator to yourselves. You become an unprofitable branch. Only the righteous shall flourish as a branch, because the fruits will be able to be used. Yeah. So we see it here. Verse 5, the unprofitable branches shall be broken off. No way around it. No way. So if we want to continue taking the things of the world or loving the world so much that we are so deep in evil that when understanding is given to us, we totally ignore, even though we understand. Some of us, we do hear it, yes, okay, it makes sense, it sounds good. Ah, yeah, boy, yes, I didn't get this knowledge when I was small, boy. Wow. Yeah, this is it here. But what happens after? They don't want to let go of the things of the world. They fall in love with the works of the flesh. So they receive not the knowledge that have been given to them, which have been sent to them, that they can change. It's a serious thing. Let's go by 1 John. 1 John chapter 2, verse 15 and 16. And we're just going to hit it as it is. Hit it as it is. Plain. This whole walk we walk in here, it brings us to this point here. We're still moving on because we are continuously going deeper until the end. But we're going to hit it for home here. Right? So 1 John chapter 2, verse 16. Verse 15, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Do I need to read it over? Do I need to read this again before I drop down to the next verse. I will read it again. I will read it again because this point have to be driven. They have to be driven home. We need to understand the mess we are in. We have to recognize the mess we are in. We have to see the problems that we keep piling upon ourselves. Yeah. And we're proud. But here we telling us here, we're proud. We're proud of our worldly gains. We make it everything. We actually show off on our friends and family because I am this and I am that and I become Mr. This and I become Mrs. That and I am up there, on the top floor, high up, making the Benjamins. And every day, every second of my life, work goes in to making the Benjamins. No time to really understand why I'm here. What do I have to do while I'm here? No time to work and try to get that understanding. To do what is required. No. I want my payment now. I have to get my payment now. So I'm working towards now. I know I am here living now. I don't know what tomorrow will bring. So let me do what I can do here now to fix me now. So I can be a God on earth today. When he put it in plain sight for us to understand. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Verse 16. For all that is in the world is lust of the flesh. You are ruled, you run, you move, you're driven, you drive, you eat, you sleep, the ways of the flesh. And the lust of the eyes, everything you see, you need, you want, you work towards the gain to apply, you have to have it. It makes me feel, it makes me be special. The pride of life, oh boy, big problems, is not of the Father, but of the world. Right here. I'll go down to 17. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. Yeah, I didn't plan to go there, but it jumped out, so I have to go there. They give you an understanding that we need to have. We go in. Change. 2 Chronicles 32, starting at 27. Right? Let me take a look at it. And Hezekiah had exceeding much riches and honor, and he made himself treasures of silver and of gold and of precious stones and of spices and of shields and for all manner of pleasantries. Okay. 28. Storehouses also for the increase of corn and wine and oil and stalls of all manner of beasts. All of these things are things that he had, right? We're going to 29. Yeah, we'll jump to 29. Jump to 29, yes. Moreover, he provided him cities and possessions and flocks and herds in abundance. Here we will go here with this now. For God had given him substance very much. So we understand where all of this came from. We understood where all of this came from. why we go here. I'll give a small story here of myself. Not really falling tight with this, but just to give us a little idea how things work. Personal experience. Before COVID-19, myself, family, we were doing all right. We was doing all right. We things was going our way, right? We had a number of vehicles. We purchased things that we figured that was important for us. I never was a big spender, but I will spend wisely. And we lived I would say, a comfortable life. COVID hits, and then it went its way. Life changed. Vehicles went down one by one. I was even in a serious accident with one of them come out without a scratch. Vehicle in a wreck, I not a scratch. Walked out of there like nothing never happened. And it just continued, at least to me, looking like it was going downhill. But at that point in time, I stopped and asked myself, what do I need to do? What I have to focus on? What I have to change? What I have to get right? Because understanding was given. Maybe it was given even long before, and I totally ignored why it come to this. Because the Spirit of God aim is to save every one of his own. And if we pay attention to the things of the world and not focus on what we really supposed to be focused on, he will find ways to get us to acknowledge the things that we need to. And from there is our choice to make the change or to stay according to the ways that we tie to ourselves. So that is one little area there where the world had me in a bubble. There are a lot of things I am still working on with myself to separate. It's a continuous battle to be able to separate ourselves from this love that we had, love for this place, right? But as knowledge is given and I receive it, my next step is to continuously work to be able to have that complete separation. You have to go for it. People may say that it is hard, some say it is impossible, but he will not give us a task that we cannot complete. He's not an unfair God. So it is possible. It's man that is weak. We that are selfish and we need to look upon selves and what we think or how we feel things supposed to go, and not recognizing the ways of the Father and walk in those ways and watch everything else come together. Evil will separate itself from you and life will change before your eyes. So today I am continuously working towards learning and getting right. The material things, if they find their way back in, I know they are no way to be placed in front of the Creator. No way. So we'll continue. So we are going to verse 31. 31, and this is why I said what I just said there. So howbeit in the business of the ambassadors of the prince of Babylon, who sent unto him to inquire of the wonders that was done in the land. Here we go. God left him to try him, that he might know all that was in his heart. So all those things that was given to him up here, wealth and riches and everything, it comes right back down to this. God left him to try him that he might know all that was in his heart. It is a test. It is a test. So this is another reason why we are not supposed to get swell-headed or get carried away when we seem to be receiving, I would say, stuff that the world have to offer, that the world holds high. Because he tells us, like, you all can live good here, but my system comes first. It won't work no other way. Let's go by James. James. Chapter 2, verse 5. Hearken, my beloved brother, has not God chosen the poor of the world rich in faith? Yeah, yeah. And heirs of the kingdom which he has promised to them that love him. See how it goes? We're going by Matthew. Let me move a little here. We're going by Matthew. Going here to stay in your head. So we're going by Matthew. I'm going to talk too much to break that. Matthew 6:20. 20. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. 6:20. Smoothly. Let's go in. But lay up for yourself treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust do corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. We'll go by 21. For where your treasures is, there will your heart be also. So if you are focused, your desires is to inherit that kingdom, to have the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding that is tied to the Creator, to be seen as a servant of God, to be able to have the privilege to serve Him in all ways that He has appointed us to serve Him. That is a privilege. To be able to learn of Him and to be able to move in that direction, to be pleasing unto Him, is a privilege. So why we don't take advantage of that privilege and receive the benefits, but we are not doing it to receive the benefits, but the benefits of part of it. Yes, they are part of it, but we're doing it because we truly have the love for righteousness, the love for the truth. Yeah, we want to serve Him. This is why we have to do it. This is the only reason. And the benefits are there. We go by Deuteronomy. Right? We are winding down. Let us take a little look at some little things that has happened, while we're moving according to the system of the Lord, separating ourselves from the ways of the world. Yeah, that's where we're going. We're going by Deuteronomy. All right, so we're coming down to the last few verses. Sorry, on the wrong place. Why are you going, Joshua? Deuteronomy 28. Sorry, Deuteronomy chapter 28. 28. Start at verse 1. Let's open them up. So we're walking in. Let's see how this works. This is a separation now from the world. This is a separation from flesh. This is a spiritual walk. This is a spiritual way of living, a movement of the Spirit of Christ within us non-stop, continuously. A list of the things that comes with it. So let's go into it. Let's take our walk. You're here with Brother Black, KJBU, King James Bible University, House of the Lord, Sheep of Israel. And we are a body, a followers that is joined to the Spirit, and we work according to the system of the King James Bible, 1611, right? Not tied to any outside resources in our learning. We are not joined to any camp, any churches, any religious organizations. We run independently. We are working under the system of the Creator, nothing else. We receive no payment for nothing. We have no cash deposits. We move according to the laws and the statutes, the rules of the Lord. That's it. Full stop. Let's get into it. Deuteronomy 28. We start at verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on a high above all nations of the earth. Verse 2. And all those blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. So we see how it works here. This is it here in a nutshell. This is the whole package right there. Anything outside of this, you're fleshly. It can't work. Can't work. Now here all the things that, or some of the things that are attached to us operating according to the voice of the Lord thy God, to the Spirit thy guide. Knowledge is given. Blessed shall thou be in thy city. Knowledge is given. And blessed shall thou be in thy field. So knowledge will be given in the city. Knowledge will be given in the fields. We will keep going. Blessed shall be the fruits of the body, and the fruits of the ground, and the fruits of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind, and the flocks of thy sheep. Blessed shall be thy baskets and thy stores. Blessed shall be when thou comest in, and blessed shall be when thou goest out. We see how it running here. We see how it running here. The Lord shall cause thy enemies that raise up against thee to be smitten before thy face. They shall come out against thee one way, and flee before thee 7 ways. We wouldn't want to be part of this, to have this sort of protection, to have these benefits that are here, they're being highlighted before us. Knowledge will be given, is given in so much different ways, that the knowledge will be using through our daily lives, that we can have a comfortable time while we are up here, as long as we understand. Because evil is only for those who perceive things to be evil. Everything was created, and it was created for good. It was created for our learning. So in the times of struggle, we need to understand the things that we need to focus on and fix it, because our struggle times is only our doings falling back upon us. So as much as it might seem or we might feel it is evil, it is no way close to evil. It is good, because it's a correction that will bring us closer to the truth. We must walk in the ways of the Father at all times. And when we shift, there are tools to be used to bring us back in line, as long as we choose to continue moving and learning and living according to the ways of the Spirit. Those tools are for our benefit, so it have no way those tools could be evil. We need to understand to recognize the good that is being done unto us, that we will accept it for what it is, learn and continue moving forward. Verse 8, the Lord shall command the blessings upon thee in the storehouses and in all that thou settest thy hand upon. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. He will give us knowledge, and knowledge will be given in the land which the Lord thy God, which the Spirit of God, giveth to us. Verse 9, the Lord shall establish thee an holy people. Yes, it just keep getting better and better. Unto himself. It just keep getting better and better. Why we wouldn't want to serve? Why we wouldn't want to learn to have that knowledge within us that we can do right? Why? Why we would want to change? Because we have been brought up in a trap. But we can see ways to get out of it. Why we wouldn't want to take advantage of the opportunity and get out of the traps that we are in? That we become right according to the Spirit of God. All these benefits are there for us to enjoy and be part of. It have no party, no lime, no drugs, no fame and wealth can even come close to the feeling and the benefits that we receive working with and allowing the Lord to work through and us to be part of everything that He have done. To receive, to become, to continue moving in the direction of His way. It have nothing here on earth to replace that. So why not do what is required? And to be part of all of this. Here what is he saying here? The Lord shall establish thee a holy people unto himself. How? I can't get better than this. As he has sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments, if thou shalt keep, and this is not impossible to do. For the Lord thy God will walk in his way. So if we keep the commandments of the Lord, the Spirit of God, thy guide, and walk in his way, all these things are there to our reach, to experience, to be part of us. We'll go by 10. I will stop at 9. We'll go by 10. We take a look at 10. Verse 10. And all people of the earth, all people, the lovers of this place, will have no knowledge, no understanding. The ones are weak and allowing the flesh to lead, feeling that they are on top when they are on the bottom, thinking that they are right when they are embedded in wrong, thinking they're moving with a light within because they're saying all these things here. God is, how they put it, God is blessing me, when it is a curse that is upon them. Let me read 10. And all people of the earth shall see that thou art, your perfection and beauty is called by the name, by the ways of the Spirit of God. They will recognize this, and they shall be afraid of thee. Beautiful. Beautiful. So the people who study here at KBJBU, King James Bible University, House of the Lord of Israel, if we think this is a place to lime, just to come in and take notes and step out, we have a big problem. We have a big problem ahead of us because we just lying to ourselves. We need and we have to get into it 100%. 100%. Be truthful. Recognize our faults, the sides that we've fallen short. Try and separate ourselves from the flesh, from the world. Learn the ways of the Father and continuously be joined to the way of the Father. No way separate ourselves, so we allow him. I have one coming up saying, showing that he's our husband. Allowing him to be our husband, not part-time, full-time till completion. It have nothing more else that I can say because we've seen it here. The world is separating us from JEHOVAH. The world is separating us from JEHOVAH. The world is separating us from the Spirit of God. The world is separating us from Christ. The ways of the world, the things that we are lusting over and falling victim to, is a division between the truth and evil, and we are holding on to the lies and the evil, and we are separating ourselves from the truth because we love the world. We are coming into the last verse. Let us take these warnings, all these teachings that these brothers and elders and the deacons are putting out seriously to heart and learn. Let us take this for a game and feel as things that we could just walk through as our normal daily routine. We are messing up and we'll be held. We will be held accountable for all that we do. It has no way around it. Everything is being recorded, and at that day, our sins will come before us, and we'll have no way out of it. It will be too late. While we have the chance, let's do what is required. Let's go to the last verse, James 4:10. Yes, today touch me. 4:10. Let's open it up. So this is our last verse. It has been my pleasure to be here to do what I am doing. It is a privilege to be able to have and to receive this understanding that I can share with anyone who is willing to listen. It is a privilege for me to be able to come and stand before the Spirit of God and ask him to humble me, to help me to be able to do right by him at all times, to give me strength that I may learn and not fall short in my studies, that I may be able to move continuously with a desire to serve and to become a servant. So let's read James chapter 4 verse 10. Humble yourselves in the sight of the Lord, and he shall lift you up. To all that is here listening, Shalom.